Hi,
Hi,
I'm Benna,
I'm Konrad.
and we are the Chan fam,
Yeah, we are a family of 5 based in Hong Kong.
and we are a homeschooling, freelancing, DIY, and frugal family.
And this is our podcast.
Number 12.
Number 12, that's
Yay.
right.
Part 2 of our camping experiences.
Yeah, camping with kids.
Yes, camping with kids.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so last time we stopped at food and stars and making fire.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We stopped at that.
I know you have lots to share. You want to share something first?
What should I share first? My favorite thing to do is build fire. Fire. So our last episode, we talked about camping with kids and where to camp in Hong Kong and how we make it possible to be able to do it without a car.
Yeah,
using
what
public-
we bring in terms of gear.
a few of our favorite spots, camping at the beach.
Yes. Wow, we cover a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And what season to camp?
I feel like it's just a foretaste.
All right, just let loose. What do you want to share?
Yeah, but I really love camping because I can make a fire. And to be honest, so in government campsites in Hong Kong, like they have their concrete pits that you can build fires in.
Yeah, barbecue pits.
Barbecue pits, I mean. So it's obviously like a fire hazard, especially in like the forest and stuff. But then when you're on the beach,
The magic happens.
the magic happens, and I just like it's the ritual. The ritual is we get to the beach and we set up the tent, and
Yeah.
then I go and I dig a hole,
Yes.
and then I go look for rocks.
Huge. No, we're not talking about little rocks. We're talking about head size, bigger than head, 2 head size, bigger. Something you can sit on. Big, huge rocks.
Yeah. So depending on the spot that we pick, or like the beach, I may or may not find stuff. But it's really satisfying when I find like a giant rock that I like just do the whole...
It's still I don't know. I think it's a blessing he has not hurt himself yet.
Yeah.
Carrying the rocks, sprain something or break a bone or something.
But then I bring it over, and then I can use it as a seat or a bench. And bonus, if you get a plank of wood, you find like a plank of wood somewhere, you put it between two stones, and then you got yourself a bench, like a real extended bench. Because actually at the beach, having a clean, hard, flat
Yeah.
surface
Raised
raised
from the sand.
is a luxury.
Yeah. It's essential, I would say, if you don't want to eat too much sand.
Yeah. I also bring along my saw. So if I find some dead, branches that are large, I bring the whole thing over. Sorry, I just try to get the scope of what I'm talking about here. And then I can use my saw, and I can like saw it off. And like making the fire, you learn about if it's freshly fallen branch, like it's not going to burn because it's still moist inside. So you look for wood that is dry, it's been fallen for a while, but is still dense, because if it's dense and you feel like the weight of it when you carry it, then you know it's going to burn a long time. If you
Yeah.
pick it up and it's
Light.
dry but it's light, probably eaten up by ants and stuff, so you're probably going to break it open and get lots of ants.
True.
So avoid those as well.
He once brought a whole colony of red ants. I don't know. Are those fire ants? I don't know. But they're huge red ants by our tent. He brought the whole branch here and he threw it on the ground. He was stomping on it. And then later I was seeing lots of big ants coming out.
Yeah, and then they came out of the fire and they were little ants on fire, and they were like, ah! No, that didn't
No.
happen.
Yeah, no.
But you said fire ants, so I had to say that.
That was scary.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, finding it's really fun knowing what wood works well, and then if you find like a nice big branch
Solid.
that's dry and dense, and then you have your saw and you cut it up into a nice block, and then you put it in the fire, and then that baby burns for good 2 hours.
Did you tell Eddie how to look for woods? The kids, did you ever tell him?
No.
Why? They always help you look for it, and then you never like use that opportunity to teach them.
Next time. So that's my fire joy.
Fire joy.
So when I build up my fire, and I have, some big stones and maybe a bench to sit around the fire, then we can get to the food.
Yes.
And so I have like this system that works with this kind of campfire style, which is usually we have sausages on skewers that we can like roast.
We bring our skewers.
Yeah. And then usually I'll have some veggies and potatoes and corn.
Wrapped in aluminum foil.
Yeah, and then kind of put them into the bottom of the fire.
It's like wrapped and with butter in it and salt and pepper. So we do all that prep work at home. Well, Konrad mostly, he prepped the food and he wrapped them all up, all the veggies and corn and potatoes. And then for the meat, we usually do sausages, right? Are there other meat, like with our friends? I know our friends bring wings and marinated meat, but for ourselves, if we go by ourselves,
we haven't really.
Oh, you did ribs and fish. You did ribs and salmon.
Did I do salmon?
Yes, with your parents.
Oh, okay.
Tupoyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It was really good.
Yeah, that worked out. It's I'm still trying to learn how to time it and get this temperature right and all that stuff. That stuff is very...
So what we do is when we wrap everything and they're pre-marinated and all prep. We go there when we get the fire started. We put in the food into the fire, right? On top of the coal, just like sitting inside. And it's tricky to know when to take them out.
Yeah.
To see if they're cooked fully, not overcooked or undercooked, or burn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. We also get like marshmallows, obviously, and graham crackers
and
with chocolate for s'mores.
S'mores, always must have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
s'mores under the stars.
S'mores under the stars.
Yeah. With the wind and the sound of waves and sand on your feet.
That's right. Let's not get to the stars yet. Let's not get to the stars. As a snack food, I think.
Snack food.
A good go-to snack for everyone is just a big old bag of grapes
and apples.
But fruit, like, because it's like you can get quite hot and you get quite thirsty, and so those juicy fruit that are easy just to pick up and pop in your mouth is just so refreshing.
Apples pre-cut, grapes washed, and we have lots of chips as well, veggie sticks, and those are the kids' favorite. Peas, green peas. I feel like that's kind of our thing now, a family snacky.
Yeah.
Like camping. I think the kids love it. We love it. Everybody loves it. Yeah. Veggie sticks and green peas.
Yeah.
And those are our snacks. Oh, and we used to do nuts as well. We didn't do it this time, but nuts.
Yeah, I tried for breakfast. We haven't gotten something.
We haven't
going quite well yet. I did try I think last year I tried doing. Actually, this year as well. I tried doing puff pastry and breakfast sausage, which worked all right. I think last year we tried it. This year I tried it, and it was kind of a fail.
The thing, the last camping we did 3 weeks ago with our friends made fried egg, canned beans. With fried eggs with tomatoes and bacon. Did they do bacon?
No. They fried egg and tomato, which is a thing I didn't know. Yeah. And then mashed potatoes.
The pre-packed.
That was great. Oh man, with the baked beans. Ooh, that's like comfort food. Yeah. And then they had like a coffee pot that I don't know how it works, but camp friendly. And then
I think the reason why we never thought of this kind of food is because we have decided some point in the past, I don't know which year was it, that we don't want to use the stove. We don't want pots and pans to clean, because if we use the pan and then we fry and stuff like that, it's oily and it's really hard to clean. Wherever, like the places we go, we can't really clean them properly.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we kind of, I think unspoken, but we kind of said we won't use pans and pots anymore. So we
Yeah.
started wrapping our food in foil.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Though, like Tai Long Saiwan, which we went to recently, though it's like kind of quote unquote remote beach. Actually, that one is a good balance of everything, because it's actually got shops and restaurants right there.
There was one. Yeah.
Public washroom with actually the outdoor big trough sink.
I didn't even walk.
Yeah, I didn't know it was there, and then I stumbled on it. Everybody kept on directing me the wrong way to the toilet. And then I found that one, and then so it has like the proper like facility for washing dishes, and
Yeah.
so that's handy. I think I've kind of resisted traditional cooking because I feel like I'm trying to protect my fire experience.
You know, for our very first camping experience, in the first year or two, we brought pasta and canned soup or something.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. We brought food to cook. We brought instant noodles and stuff like that. Like things you need to cook in a pot. But
Yeah.
like later we found a different way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot to explore in the food
Yeah.
department
Yeah.
for camping. 'Cause-
I wouldn't mind buying a few cup noodles next time.
yeah, I think one big obstacle is the lighting at night.
But we have established that to eat before the sundown. We talked about
Yeah, because we've always just ended up starting to cook at sundown, and then
eating in the dark.
by the time it's like ready to eat, it's like pitch black outside.
Yeah.
So we're like just
We
groping around.
We have all these light, but not enough light.
We don't realize the mess that we're making until the morning. Yeah. But I think
definitely start cooking before sundown, like maybe 4-ish, 5. Start
Yeah.
then,
But
and then.
yeah. I mean, maybe something, because I always see people with like the how do you call it? The shelters. They have shelters and they have like LED string lights inside.
You want to do that?
And that just makes a big lit area
Yes.
that you can just function normally under.
Yes, it's true.
But
it's
I guess
true. But that's not what we want to do too.
I guess it's a lot to carry as well. But
Yes.
I mean, I can appreciate the experience. Maybe if
With
we
friends.
go with friends.
Yeah, with friends. When it's with friends, it's nice to like sit around some place. This time we sat around the fireplace too. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's food. And fire.
Food and fire. And now we're talking about stars.
Stars. Stars. But we haven't really looked at the stars when we've gone camping. I feel like we haven't really made that.
It really
like,
depends also if that night was nice. You know, the one we just went to 3 weeks ago, there was this huge boat with this mega light on the water in the sea pointing towards the beach. And I have still no idea what it is. What someone suggested it might be for fishing or something?
night fishing.
I don't know, but that light ruined everything.
Yeah.
We couldn't see the stars.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible.
Yeah.
But
It depends and if it's cloudy or not.
But then when we did go to Lantau Lo K1
We saw a shooting
beach,
star.
we saw shooting stars.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
was
so
like-
nice.
It was like, and it was so nice too. Both of us woke up in the middle of the night about 4 a.m. I think I needed to pee. And then, so we just sat out there. There was the Amber. Amber was still there? Or 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I don't know what time.
Amber.
But we were just like lying on the huge rock looking at the stars. And it was cool, very cold. It was cold, not cool. It was cold because it was winter.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
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 I love it. I miss the stars.
Yeah. And I've been I had been like teaching the constellations to the kids and learning myself, and so it's also quite satisfying to be able to recognize the stars. And then also this app, right? I recommend getting this app because it's really fun. Skyview free. I guess there's a Skyview paid, but it shows you where the constellations are, the names of the stars, and then also where the planets are.
Yeah.
And then there have been times like this past winter where
we saw
Venus and Jupiter
Yes,
and
we
the
saw.
moon
Yeah.
were like
in a line.
super close together. Yeah, just like a cluster in the sky. And it's pretty fascinating. It's so interesting when you're able to like, oh, that dot is a planet. And
You know, I just realized something.
yeah,
For our 2 podcast episode about camping,
yeah.
we did not talk about the kids. It's supposed to be camping with kids.
Camping with kids. Oh man, we fail.
So we basically they just go and they do their own thing and we do. Actually, we should interview them. See what camping is like from their point of view,
Yeah, we
because
could do
I
that.
have no idea. You know, this last camping trip, the boys were just so occupied from morning till night catching fish and crabs. They were just doing their own thing. The adults just go over and check them out once in a while, you know, or just play with them for a little bit, and then we just leave, and they're just doing their own thing.
Yeah, they
catching
usually
fish
just
and
do their
crab.
own thing.
Yeah,
We have
so
oftentimes don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We need to find out actually.
Actually,
we should interview them.
maybe the next episode we'll do camping with kids.
For real.
This is our version,
Not
okay?
misleading clickbait titles where we're not talking about what we think.
This is true. I do want to point out something.
What?
The children, they for sure, like, when we go camping, they skip their naps, our toddlers. And then at night, they go down really quickly at about 7. Before 8, they just fall deeply asleep. So that's when, like, the adults can hang out outside,
I think
chill.
And they go down a lot faster because it's dark. There's no indoor lights for them.
No, and also they've been out in the sun the whole day.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, drained. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids.
Camping with kids.
Camping with kids. Okay. Yeah, what is the experience camping with kids?
We'll ask them next time.
I guess it's
when they
already
wake up.
time.
Yeah.
Do we need to do a 3rd episode
We could ask
of
them.
us talking about it?
No. We could ask them. The episode with them in it.
Right. I feel like I could talk forever about this topic.
Camping with Konrad. How about we
Camping
just
with
Honestly, if not for you, we wouldn't go camping. I mean, because you love it so much, it just made, like, our whole family started doing this annually. So it's really good. So it's like an annual tradition now.
Yeah, it started off.
We started off that year and we have not stopped since, right?
So, you know, part of it is because we spent all that money on camping gear, and we spent a lot of money on the inflatable mats,
Air mattress.
air mattresses, which are fantastic. What's the brand?
This one is Sea to Summit.
Sea to Summit.
Yeah.
They roll up, they
They're
pack
like,
up to
if you
tiny.
can see this video, it's like this small. They're that small, and it's comfortable to sleep on. But although our friend pointed out you can get it cheaper from other stores too.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll save the 3rd episode for our kids then.
sure.
Yeah,
This-
I think they will have a lot to say about camping
We should just start a new podcast about camping.
with Konrad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna branch off the branding of the Chan fam.
Yeah, if you ever see him, you can just talk to him about camping. He'll talk nonstop about camping.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for this episode. We will continue part 3 next time.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Woohoo! So you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and our website, Spotify, and iTunes as well. You just type in #TheChanFam and you'll find us. Yeah. Oh, give a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, leave a review or comment, question, anything.
Thanks so much for listening. See you next time.